Hey guys, Quiv the Lazy Geek here, and guess what? I received a new toy. And by toy, I literally mean a toy. So let's open that to see what kind of toy I'm talking about. This is just a quick update, by the way. And we can see that the toys themselves, I have my receipt here, excellent, which I've already ripped in half because I don't care. And we have some little boxes there. What are those little boxes? Well, those little boxes are telescopes. This is really for kids, but I just could not prevent myself from buying this. They call it Sora Gacha. Gacha is basically like machines in Japan for kids. You put in, I think, a few hundred yen, and then you turn something and you get a little plastic ball like that with a toy inside. And so this is Sora Gacha, which means this type of toy, and Sora means sky. And it's a Vixen kind of toy. I think Vixen is somewhat strapped for cash, so besides just telescopes, they're doing like jewelry, they're doing partnerships with other companies, and they're doing this kind of stuff for basically for kids there. So they're doing tons of stuff to kind of avoid having, financial issues, which I guess I can completely understand. So now, am I smart enough to open this? Yes, I can. And we have a small user instructions notice, which I haven't even looked at. And it's very funny because let's have a look. Let's open this. And what is in here? It's a little Newtonian telescope. This is so silly. So there's actually a battery inside, and that little Newtonian telescope is a bit of a flashlight. And by the way, you might notice this telescope and this telescope, they're the same thing. This is so stupid. I'm loving it. I'm actually going to turn off the light there a moment so you can actually see what this telescope actually does. This is so much fun. Okay, and maybe you see, maybe you don't, but it projects an image of Jupiter on my hand. This is so cool. I'm loving it. I'm loving this. I have Jupiter on my face. Oh, I'm so stupid. And we have the light back, and this is so cool. I'm loving this. So, of course, this telescope would not be complete without a tripod and a mount. And I think they actually have the tripod and maybe a mount as well somewhere in those little toys, because of course I bought the whole series. So you have the red whatever anniversary of Vixen, this scope version, but red. You have the black version. You have, I think, there's another white version. I wonder what is different between those two. I'm sure it's written. There's so much stuff to love in there. And there's yet another white version. They have slightly different ways of having the lettering on, I guess. The black one, I think, is actually green because there was just like a dark green type of R200SS, but also VC200L and VMC 200, 260, and 330L as well from Vixen. But anyway, let's open up. Why am I so happy for about toys that are really, really, really just for kids? I have no idea, but I'm loving this. This is just too much fun. Oh, and here we are. We have a little tripod to assemble. Oh, this is so cool. I have to show you this. Here is the little tripod to build. So let's get that built, and we have a little mount. I think it's the AXJ, maybe the SXD2 actually. I don't know. We'll see in a moment. This is so cool. This is actually more difficult to build than I expected. Would you look at this? We have the tripod done. It is so cute. It's actually much smarter than I expected. It's fairly stable once you've done it. This is really the standard Vixen tripod, and then we can mount this, and let's see if we can. Oh no, I think I mounted the tripod wrongly, so we'll have like the northern axis on the wrong leg. We should be in this direction, not that direction. So to be perfectly accurate, I will redo this so that we will be able to put the mount on in the correct direction with the counterweight bar actually supported by this forward leg of the telescope. Also, by the way, there is a little tiny Starbook 10 in there as well. It doesn't have the cable, but there is a Starbook 10 in there. How incredibly cool is that? So let me redo the tripod and I'll be right back. Well, I seem to be actually wrong. I think there is no way to mount the mount with the counterweight bar being on the side of that leg facing north. So this is, or south, depending on which hemisphere you're in. So this is atrocious. I am very dissatisfied, and I shall make a claim. Maybe I'm completely wrong. I'll double check on their website later. Oops, I lost a leg. I'll double check on their website later if I'm doing it correctly. Okay, so let me put that mount on in the wrong direction, and then the telescope. So I think the telescope will be easy. There's a little hole there, so I can just put the mount like this with the telescope directly. This is so cool. And then I just need to find a way to properly put the mount in there. And look at this, how cute is this? My Vixen mount. I think it's an SXD2 or an SX2. Or maybe an SPX, whatever, it doesn't matter. With a little Starbook 10 to control the mount, my R200SS on top. It's not super stable. I don't think we'll be able to guide very well with this equipment, but I find that so cool and so fun. I'm like a little kid right now, and yeah, this is awesome. So let me get the other telescopes out so that I can then show you all of the patterns that we can make. We already saw Jupiter. Let's have a look at the others. So I'll be right back. And we have all of the telescopes out. Oops, this one is kind of broken. It's okay, the light is off now. We have the dark green one for the old kind of style of Vixen R200SS. We have the white one that we saw. We have three versions of it, which is pretty cool. And then there's the anniversary edition, the red one, which I kind of wanted to get, but was far too expensive. And all of them can be fit on this little very, very stable, not wind sensitive at all, guides super well mounts. And we have our Starbook 10 here to control everything. This makes no sense. I'm loving this. Let's have a look at the projections. So I'm projecting on the wall the Orion Nebula. Next one will be projecting on the wall Saturn. This is so cool. Next one, we can project on the wall the moon. That's actually really neat. Then the green telescope, the older one, will project kind of the Andromeda galaxy. Well, it's an older telescope, you know, the mirror needs to be recoded, whatever. And the first one that we saw, it was Jupiter. And there is Jupiter. I kind of love this. This is so much fun. And that's it. That's my new toy. So, and that's pretty much it for today. Some very cool little toys for kids, but that will make adults very happy as well. At least it made me happy as well. I think I'm gonna use that in the bedroom at night. Oh man, how much of a geek am I? Yeah, so that was the topic of this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did enjoy it, please click the like button. Please also subscribe. Sorry that there was no educational content besides the fact that normally you'd want the counterweight bar weight to actually rest on the front leg there rather than between those two legs. So we did learn something from this little video. But anyway, please like, please subscribe if you want to. Tons of new content coming up on this channel. And thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to look up at the stars, and I'll see you next time.